Hey guys, we're live and I think I've got to have my phone in this direction. It's not saying rotate it, so hopefully good. Say hello, Sam.
Hello.
But you didn't say hello, Sam.
Hello, Sam.
Sam's a bit sick at the moment and she's here. So wanted to give you guys a bit of an update. Tonight we've been busy pulling up all the carpets but I want to show you some of the colour, how much difference. So, okay, so this is what we obviously had. This is the colour that previously was in here. And Graham's been busy fixing cracks everywhere. Please don't show this to people who are going to be buying a house. But anyway, but yeah, ceiling cracks, a lot of wall cracks, etc. But these doors were all blue. Now, I don't have a door that's not blue to show you anymore. But as you can see, and the lighting is a little bit dim at the moment, but tonight Sam and I are busy getting the carpet up, but you can see this colour, it just makes it pop. It just makes it pop so well. And look, as an ex-real estate agent, I've got to tell you, I know what I'm doing. I know this sounds a bit cocky, but I know what I'm doing. And it's something I've been doing for years. You know how I used to make a bit of money back in South Australia buying and selling properties. And as you can see, the trailer, we're using skip bins obviously as well, but to save obviously Kath some money, maybe, I can't say what we do with this, but maybe we get rid of it for nothing, versus they want $800 to get rid of some carpets. Isn't that crazy? When you consider a skip bin these days, it's $300, you know, sort of, but anyway, this is a beautiful home, guys. As much as I'm joking about a couple of cracks that we're fixing, actually structurally this house is really good. We're still getting over obviously losing Ron yesterday, and we felt the best way to do that, you know, I don't know how much you're going to see. No, it's a bit too dark, isn't it? Instead of talking about it, the best way to do anything is to just get back into it. And we've still got Kath, who we, you know, love and want to protect and do so much for. And oh, here you go. So here's the blue, right? So and that's what I mean. Like, this will be all painted like this, and this is what I mean. Graham, who's a great mate of mine, him and I come from the same school of how to make a house worth, you know, $80,000 more. Well, it's simple. Do a bit of work to it, and you know, as you can see, that door, if you can imagine, every door was in this colour here. That door just is $1 million in like a 2-pack enamel that they use on the doors. And but this house, look, I don't mind even showing you. The cracks weren't that bad. I mean, these are cracks that you get over the years, you know. There's another one up there. And I mean, it's taken a lot of years for them, and they've been there for a long time too. And the thing is that I haven't just sort of bodged them up or anything. We've actually done a little bit of strengthening in the roof sections as well. There's been a bit of smarts that went into it, but once again, see how the colour just pops. And how I think the thing that I'm so depressed about, if you really want to know, is that I wanted to show Ron this. We were waiting. We didn't want to show him, you know, like we're showing you right now even. But with Ron's passing yesterday, it just seemed right that we just show you what we've been up to, and just show you, you know, look, obviously all the cobwebs and things, you know, we do in the final cleans, etc. The new carpet goes down on the 4th of August, so that's all booked in to go. We put some really nice carpet in. As you can see, look, you know, Graham's still busy doing a lot of stuff here. Before we leave tonight, we want all the kitchen benches cleaned off. We just want to get things. We've actually got a really nice big microwave that's going to fill this hole here. And see, once again, guys, when you're selling a property, don't leave a small microwave in a big hole. Show the fact that, you know, it's really what it is. We were talking about this. Have a look at this stove. Has anybody ever kept a stove cleaner than this? We have not cleaned this stove. This is so beautiful. It's so clean. It's anyway, no, that's actually not true. Anyway, but that's just the quality of people that own this home, that cared for it. And obviously, you know, in the last few years, Kath's been in Westmont for the last 4 years. Ron's been having to use a walking frame, and to get around. So a lot of jobs were not so simple for him, and just have been difficult. And so when you see a cobweb or something, just let me explain that as being exactly what it is that sometimes he just couldn't reach to certain areas, etc., etc. Now, unfortunately, I haven't got a light on out here, but actually that roller door, sorry, I'm glad I saw that. I thought I'd closed it, to be honest. Let me just go over here. This is very dark here, but this is where Ron's room used to be now. Because of council approval, you can't see a thing, can you? Wasting my time there. Right, okay, but just take my word that there used to be about a 10 metre by 6 metre room there, and unfortunately, two things. As a real estate agent, anyone need a walker with a broken leg? Two things I can say to you is that a car parking space, a 2 roller door property versus one, is another $30,000 or $40,000. People want the car parking space. They don't want the non-council approved room. So when we pulled that down, that was for those two reasons. One, we make more money on the car parking space, but two, 100% council on your Form 1s. Now, sorry, Victoria, you don't call them Form 1s. I'm being a South Australian real estate agent. And yes, please, just a bit of explanation. I'm an ex-real estate agent from South Australia. Had a company of mine called Changing Places Real Estate, and Sam was obviously with that company with me, and sort of how we kind of first got together a bit. And anyway, but let me tell you something. With all my real estate experience, one thing I do know is if you don't work the local market, you're not the agent for it. So whilst I'll be taking a role in the sale of this property, it won't be the primary role, and I certainly won't be taking any money for the role either. No way in the world. But by the same token, hey, I want an agent who earns their money. Who we've got Kath to look after, and Casey's her nickname, by the way, just in case you never knew that. All the girls at Westmont, hey, it's KC. G'day, KC. How you going, KC? Even I have to get used to it sometimes, to be honest. Anyway. Casey, she's as sharp as a tack. She's there because of more mechanical reasons with her back, etc. And obviously Ron was a little bit more serious of obviously the way things went. But let me tell you, Kath, she knows what I'm doing, and she gets it. And I told her all the little tricks of the trade, and what we do. But I just thought that you guys and girls that love Ron so much, and that really, he was part of your life as much as part of mine. Some of you knew Ron. We've been over here 13 years. And as you know, Ron, he's just one of my closest friends. I get teary when I start talking about this. Still very soon, guys. I miss the guy. I funny miss him so much. But, he's the guy that used to actually criticise me because he was like a dad, you know what I mean? Where my dad died when I was my teenage years, and I've got to tell you, Ron had the guts to stick up to me when how Brenton has his say, and Brenton always right, and Brenton this, Brenton that. Well, Ron was the sort of guy. Sorry, I'm just putting something away here in the car. My air compressor that didn't fix the tyre that I wanted to fix. Anyway, and these are all family photos and bits where. Trying to get them to some of the family. But Ron was the person who, he wasn't scared to say, you know what, you could think about this a bit differently, or you could, back in my day. And I respected him, and I used to listen to him, and I still hear his voice. I really do. And I just bloody miss him so much. I don't know. Maybe this is what tonight's about, is just, sort of trying to remember my friend and just remembering who he was in my life. And, guys, the funeral, just so you know, is, the 6th, I think. Sam, sorry, 6th of August for the funeral? Sorry? Is it 6th of? 5th. 5th, sorry, 5th, sorry.
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
5th of August.
And
at the moment, it's looking like it's going to be at Conway's funeral.
Conway's funeral, okay.
And then we'll go over to Wodonga Cemetery, and then back to Conway's.
I'm getting all teary again. I can't help it. I don't know. I'm hopeless, babe. Yeah, look, guys, please, if you can make it to the funeral, it's your chance to say goodbye to Ron, of course. And if you can't, and I've got so many friends at the moment that are really in trouble themselves, and they're battling with wife. One is battling with a wife with cancer right now, and he was so apologetic today because, you know, he just knows he needs to be there for his wife. And I said, mate, listen, you know, Ron's up there looking down at you. Ron's definitely, you know, loving you guys to death, and all he wants you to do is to do what he did, which is look after his wife. And Andrew, you know who you are, mate. You just look after your wife, mate. That's you know, it's funny. I'm the lucky guy who has a wife that looks after me constantly. God, she's put up with me being a dickhead tonight. Honestly, there's a number of times I've got a bit cranky and I sort of wanted to throw an angle grinder or something because just frustration of losing Ron a bit. You know how they say there's different steps you go through with losing someone? I didn't think it was true, but yeah, with losing Ron, I have been a bit, what would you call me, baby, unbalanced tonight a little bit? Or just what? Oh, I don't know. You going to be nice to me? Anyway, you know what? This is a beautiful house. Guys, if you are looking for a property in Wodonga, well, it's, you know, it's had a great owners, and
It's a fantastic house for a young family.
Young family. Sorry, actually, Sam, you're an ex-real estate agent. Can you just give me that spiel again?
I said it would be a fantastic house. Like say like someone starting out with one child, or just a couple, or a single person.
So you've just covered most of the population of Australia. That's good.
No, but it's a 3-bedroom, so it's
not for the huge family.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But you know what? For a first house,
beautiful,
getting into the market,
yeah,
and it's going to be priced at a really affordable, competitive
compared to everything else out there at the moment. I agree with you.
I think, like it's going to be fair, because obviously,
well,
they're not going to give it away, but.
When you say bare, I think...
Fair.
Oh, fair. No, well, it will.
The pricing will be fair.
Well, the pricing is going to be based on comparables, which is sort of what we do in the real estate market, to be honest, is we look at all the comparables, we look at all the features, and then we sort of come up with numbers. And to be honest, you know, I'll be relying heavily on the you know, local real estate agents here to give me an idea. I mean, I can look up the comparables. I've still got all my real estate software, but to be honest, yeah, good agents worth, you know, sort of... they're not all car salesmen. Well, most of them are, but not all. Anyway, guys, look, thanks for putting up with me. I just thought I wanted to show you what we're up to, and just what a beautiful home, you know, this has been for Ron and Kath over the years, and just, you know, just to really talk about him a bit. I think maybe it's therapy for me a little bit. This toilet was blue. It was so blue. So looking. What was the name of the colour? Hog's breath, was it? Hog's
bristle.
Hog's bristle. All right, guys, if you ever want a colour that, I always say, what's my favourite one, babe?
Smoke pearl.
Smoke pearl half strength, that's right. But this Hog's bristle. Hog's bristle is actually not a bad colour.
The whiskers of the hog.
The whiskers of the hog, yeah. My friend that's doing this is, he's doing a fantastic job. I've only got one complaint about him. I've been trying to get him at my house for 12 months, and it's not a complaint. No, not a chance. We'll get him there soon. Yeah, we do love Graham, there's no question. I mean, once he heard the situation and just how urgent it was to get this, and as I said, we really wanted to get this finished before Ron passed. I had Ron here for another 3 to 6 months. Unfortunately, I didn't get my wish, and he's now with God, and you know, God, please look after him, because he's a special guy. All right, guys, listen, thank you for having a look. I'm sorry it's a little bit emotional, but I really did just want to show you what we've been up to, and we've probably only got another hour here, and we'll get out of here. And over the weekend, we've just got to clean up some stuff outside. But as you can see, KFC hand wipes. Oh, there you go.
There's a box of them.
Ron used to hoard a lot of stuff. So let's have a look. He ate a lot of KFC. What was the other funny one? He had every...
sugar. He loves
No, the COVID, babe. The COVID strips.
Yeah, there's a few I just threw in the bag.
Ron had a bag of, 500 COVID strips?
He had 4 years
4 years, every time he put them in a bag. So, you know, and we sort of looked at this bag and thought, what are these? And yep, they're all negative COVID tests. So, of course, every time we went to see Kath, they make him do a COVID test at one stage there. So, by the way, this is Ron's previous Radio Shack. So, yeah, it's a little bit more bare to what something we've got to clean up. Yeah, guess what? A few little holes there that just we'll fix those. We'll make sure that. Can you imagine the RG58 might have just popped through those? Yeah. Anyway, that was all good. It ended up with a few other cables going different places, but yeah. So what you're seeing, guys, is the end of an era. That's what I call it. When Ron left us, nothing ever will be the same for me. And I suppose it just takes time to get over. I don't think you ever really get over people that are that close, but by the same token, you just keep moving on. And I'm very lucky to have this beautiful woman. So, see, that laugh makes me worry. I sort of sounded a bit like, no. Anyway, and what a beautiful view out here. Oh, you won't be able to see any of it. No, you're just going to see me, aren't you? I look like a mess. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks very much. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't read any of the comments at the moment, but I do want to say to everybody, thank you for, supporting Ron so much over the years. He had a list of so many people that when we were sitting in the nursing home, that just he'd bring up in different ones, and it was always good. Kev being one of his favourites. Kev was with him to the end, right to the end.
Kev is a good friend.
Kev is, yes. That's VK3AHR. He hates me mentioning him. He's a bit of a private sort of guy, but the truth is he really, he was there. He actually watched Ron pass.
He was there comforting him.
Oh, look, he was, reading to him, and then Kath holding his hand, and then Ron just smiled at Kath. Then his head went the other direction and just went to sleep. And that's when everybody knew that the end of an era. We lost such a great man. But Kev, mate, you're a legend, and you'll be a friend forever. It's funny. A lot of the bonding between me and Kev. I didn't know Kev that well, but through Ron, helping, and Ron used to join people together. Whether it was by the net or other, the Amateur Radio Club. He was always well respected in the North East Victorian Amateur Radio Club, so well respected, and obviously was well known for the nets. Actually, we found one extra book here today, which we were missing in the collection of the logbooks for the net, which, I knew we had one missing, we just couldn't find it. Anyway, it turned up over in this corner here. We had a whole lot of photos, and we'd sort of put family stuff aside into one spot, trying to make sure that we didn't throw anything. Anyway, somehow that logbook had ended up there, so found that tonight, and that's really good. All right. Thanks so much for putting up with my little bit of emotional, but still, he loved so many of you. He really did. Anyway, guys, have a good weekend. We'll be here for the weekend, just finishing off, but pretty much... once the skip bin goes, probably Tuesday, we should be really at the stage of just waiting for the carpet to go down, and then, my painter will be finished, Graham will be finished probably later next week, and man, he rattles through it so fast. All right, guys, sorry, I'll just keep on raving on. I appreciate you being with me, and look, I'm just going to put my glasses on. G'day, guys. Look, so many... look, man, sorry, I didn't realise. Russ, mate, thank you. And Dovey, mate, Nick, Fallon, you're gorgeous. Thank you for being on here. And Daniel as well. My goodness. Bob, Karen, gee, oh, wow. Thank you. I'm just having a bit of trouble. Peter, Paul, man. There's just Mark. How are you? And Reno, hey mate, good on you, mate. Hey, I hope everything's going well with you, buddy. I really do. Thanks, guys. And sorry, I'm just flying this through. Gary Higgins, my goodness. Dave Healy, Frank. Oh, mate. Gary and Dave. Oh, geez. Now you guys are South Australia. Well, you're not South Australian, Gary, but by the same token, you've known me since South Australia. Dion, good to hear, mate. Good to see you. thanks, guys. Gary, your name was talked about quite a bit before Ron passed. So in a good way, very good way. See you guys. All the best. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your time. Cheers, guys.